Well. So, Blondie Pam Bondi and Daddy Dumpy Pants have decided to redact the names out of those files before they're released. And you may be thinking that they wanted to protect the victims, because that's what they keep saying. But they're not spending their time redacting the names of the victims. If this was about protecting the victims, the only names that would be redacted are the victims' names. But that's not the names that they're redacting. You redact names to protect people. And if you haven't taken the time to go through those names, go through wire transfer records, money moving across the globe attached to those names, then you have not yet completed your investigation. The names should not be redacted. Just a thought. But just more proof, baby, that it's not about the victims, you see. It's about protecting not only Daddy. Not only Daddy. I mean, when you get up on TV and you talk about bringing back the presidential fitness for school-aged children and basically being all up in sports and such, and you decide to have Lawrence Taylor, a convicted sex criminal who was convicted of soliciting from a minor, as someone to speak for you on your new sports and children and fitness in school, it says everything you need to know. Because even Mr. Taylor had no clue why he was even there, boo. That's what he said when he got behind the microphone. I don't even know why I've been invited here. Me neither, dear. You're a convicted sex offender. But it is the GOP. So, there's that, baby. And while we're talking about the GOP and their proclivities, I decided to do a little test. Just to see. I set a timer for 5 minutes. As soon as I started the timer, I went to the internet and I started researching people within the GOP, whether they be up there in Congress, you see, or your local state legislators. I did a search for Republicans over the past 8 years, with the exclusion of this year and last year, dear, who have been convicted of crimes against children and women, mostly children, whether it be the actual raping or the passing around of pornography. When the timer went off, this wasn't even a deep dive. When the timer went off after 5 minutes, I had compiled a list of 123 names. A 123 names. Not a deep dive, not deep investigations, baby. Just headlines, you see. Not even the ones in the past 2 years, honey. Just the 6 before that. 123 names. And out of these 123 names, for all those out there that seem to think that women can't commit these kind of crimes, 3 of these names on this list were women Republican lawmakers. One even did this to her own stepdaughter. Could you imagine how many names I could come up with if I decided to do the entire decade from 10 years ago up until today and actually invested more than 5 minutes into this? Baby, the guardians of the pedos is who they be. At least the ones that aren't actually pedos themselves. And right here, I have 123. But you keep believing. Fucking orange daddy.